What if I told you that Iraq, one of the world's richest oil-producing nations, doesn't fully control its own money? And what if the real power shaping Iraq's economy isn't visible on the streets of Baghdad, but hidden deep inside global financial systems thousands of miles away? And before you dismiss this as exaggeration, stay with me, because by the end of this story, you'll understand why millions of Iraqis feel trapped in an economic system they never chose, why the Iraqi dinar struggles despite massive oil wealth, and why this truth matters to anyone watching the future of global finance. Because Iraq's modern financial journey didn't begin with rebuilding, but with survival. Following the 2003 invasion, when Iraq's economy was shattered, its institutions dismantled, and its monetary system rebuilt under intense international oversight. And from that moment onward, Iraq's oil revenues, the backbone of its economy, began flowing through structures designed not only to protect the funds but also to monitor and control them, placing vast reserves and accounts outside Iraq, particularly within the U.S. Federal Reserve System. A decision that was justified as stabilization but quietly reshaped Iraq's financial sovereignty. And for years, this arrangement meant that while Iraq technically earned billions from oil, access to those funds came with conditions, approvals, and external scrutiny, creating a silent dependency that most ordinary citizens never fully understood. And as Iraq attempted to move forward, the Central Bank of Iraq was tasked with stabilizing the dinar, managing inflation, and rebuilding trust. But here's where the story takes a darker turn, because trust never returned. And today, the majority of Iraqi money doesn't sit in banks. It sits under mattresses, inside walls, and in private safes, with an estimated 80 to 90% of cash existing outside the formal banking system, effectively removing it from government control and choking economic growth. And this cash-based reality fuels corruption, weakens monetary policy, and leaves the dinar vulnerable to shocks. While international institutions push reforms designed to modernize Iraq's banking system, tighten dollar access, and force digital transactions, reforms that sound positive on paper but feel threatening to a population already traumatized by instability, sanctions, and broken promises. And every time the central bank tightens control or restricts dollar auctions, markets react, prices rise, and public anger grows, feeding a dangerous loop of fear and mistrust. And the climax of this financial struggle emerges when you realize that Iraq is caught between two forces pulling in opposite directions: internal instability, driven by corruption, weak governance, and public distrust, and external pressure from global financial systems that prioritize compliance and oversight over national flexibility, leaving Iraq unable to fully assert monetary independence, while also unable to stabilize its economy internally. And this is the moment where the truth becomes impossible to ignore. That control over money isn't just about sovereignty on paper. It's about confidence, access, and circulation. And without trust in banks, without full access to reserves, and without a unified economic vision, even oil wealth can't save a currency. But this story doesn't end in hopelessness, because Iraq still holds the most powerful tool of all: its people, and the resolution begins with slow, realistic change, rebuilding trust step by step through transparent banking reforms, protecting domestic banks while modernizing them, encouraging citizens to bring money back into the system, and gradually reclaiming financial control not through confrontation but through stability, credibility, and confidence. And as Iraq stands at this crossroads, the future of the dinar won't be decided by rumors or hype, but by whether Iraq can align its institutions, its citizens, and its resources into a single, trusted system. And now I want you to think about this. If a nation rich in oil can struggle under financial control and mistrust, what does that say about the hidden forces shaping global money today? And if you want deeper, research back stories like this that break through noise and expose the realities behind headlines. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay connected, because the next story might change how you see money forever,